Good day and welcome to the P&B Sports Show, your definite source for expert sports and sport analysis. I'm Aaron Tom, and today we break down three pivotal fixtures that shape the English Premier League position and momentum. First up, Manchester City delivered a clinical statement of intent with a 3-0 victory over Fulham at the Etihad Stadium. Then at Villa Park, Aston Villa led Brighton 1-0 thanks to a late breakthrough that keeps them pushing near the top of the table. And at the Stadium of Light, Liverpool ended Sunderland's impressive run with a 1-0 win on the road, a result that keeps them in a hunt for the European place. To unpack what this fixtures result means for the title race and top six ambitions and the Premier League shifting dynamics, I'm joined by our own in-house sports analyst, my Oga Abel Sunday, and football expert Ero John, all the way from Edo State, Benin City. Oba Atokpaye. Good morning and welcome, gentlemen.
Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Mr. Ero, my Chelsea brother and brother insurance brother as well. The only Rakadabra of sports in Edo State. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Ero.
Good morning, Mr. Eden. Only go to Father that you're a daily supporter. We will do our due diligence on that matter. But let's do it at that. It's a pleasure to be with you once again.
It's a pleasure. It's always a pleasure. Abel, I want to start with you. Let's go to City Fulham. You know, City, they have been a side that have been inconsistent in the Champions League, in the Premier League. After some time, it seems like we see them get their strength. Then it seems like all of a sudden, their strength is being sucked out of them, or their playing style is being sucked out of them. What do you think about their performance against Fulham last night? Because it seems like they got their mojo back.
Super. I think Pep Guardiola knew what he had to do. He gathered his team together, rallied his boys together, and tell them, you know what? See, we just need to give a statement. And I think with this now, Arsenal will look at their back and say, hey, I think we'll have a whole lot to do. Honestly, Arteta will be panicking right now in his fan or anywhere he's sitting down. But let's go back to the game yesterday. From start to finish, City dominated. And of course, I think last week we talked about City's performance, how they will start very strong, maybe first half, second half, they will go back to their shell, they will come out late. And so there's no 100% performance for City in recent time. But yesterday we saw something different, which I think is going to go a whole long way. And you know something? This now is becoming so interesting in Premier League now. The Premier League is becoming so interesting right now because City is like City have picked form already. Look at what they did against during the weekend. They came back from one goal down. They won that game 2-1. That's superb, to be honest, it's superb. And look at what they did yesterday, 3-0. No, in fact, they did not even give Fulham any space to even come back at all. They not decide for that. Okay, let me allow you to score one. No, but from start to finish, I think that was clinical. And I say kudos to Pep Guardiola and Arsenal. They need to watch their back.
Okay, fantastic. Ero, I'm going to come to you. I think one thing that we are beginning to see from Manchester United side is we are now seeing the diversity in the team. Usually it's Haaland. It's Manchester City. When it comes to good football these days, I like talking about Manchester United. But let's leave it at Manchester City. We've seen them. We've seen good performances from Haaland, Semenyo, and the likes. And last night was a proof that they are beginning to get their attacking right on point. What do you think about these performances that we had yesterday from Manchester United, from Manchester City?
Okay, I don't know why you are mentioning Manchester.
You're a Chelsea fan. So what do we expect? You must banter Manchester United. Please keep it at Manchester City. I beg God. I beg you.
Okay. Judging by yesterday's performance, you can tell one thing for a fact that Manchester City, they are beginning to pick the right pieces in the ball. Like Mr. Abraham said, they are beginning to get stressed. Their inconsistency is beginning to fade off, and they are beginning to look like what we know. They are starting to look like the Manchester City that we know, the ruthless, the merciless Manchester City, who doesn't really care or give any dismantled. You see, the likes of scenario they produce for that team, it's magical. It brings a sense of thought, a sense of blend to the team. We have seen the likes of Ryan Chep, we have seen him pick up, we have seen the likes of Alan getting up to their feet again. And this is good. This is impressive for the team as a whole. It's sincerely going to pay off nicely and positively for them going into we're already in the second half of the season now to the end of the season. And hopefully they don't get to have any major injuries to these players who have found their feet. When it's difficult finding your feet when it comes to England, and then you see the likes of you being a Bournemouth player before. It didn't
Arrow.
find it difficult. Actually,
Arrow.
it's a good one. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Stick with me, please. When it comes to a team like Man City, we are used to having Haaland scoring all the goals. And obviously, with the goal that he scored last night, it puts him in front for the Golden Boot as well. But the problem has been who is going to feed Haaland these balls. And it seems like they've been able to solve that. But another problem that they've had is, where is the attacking diversity? Do you think that with the way Semenyo played yesterday, that we might just see someone else that Manchester City can depend on moving forward?
Yes, completely, 100%. If not that Omar Mamouche suffered a huge injury at the time. Omar Mamouche was actually playing that role. I can remember when Haaland went out injured. We had a conversation about that. It didn't look like Haaland was missing in the team. And Semenyo can offer that to you. The reason is simple. I'll tell you the reason why. Semenyo is coming from a smaller team where he has so much more pressure on him. As a matter of fact, if you were to count top two Bournemouth players, Semenyo will be 1 or 2. If you were to call just one outstanding player out of Bournemouth, you are going to call Semenyo, except to have been unfair and biased. And he has moved to a Manchester City side where the entirety of pressure is not on him solely as a player. There's Haaland, there's Ben on the receiver, there's Omar Mamouche back on the field. There are a lot of other very good players that can offer support also. So, yes, if Haaland is not up there to rescue the game, I can bank on Semenyo to do the job and deliver it completely. I mean, the player that moves to the club in the January transfer window, he has had nothing less than 5 goals already for the club. That's a player that's pretty settled in nicely. He has fit into the style of play. He has collected a guaranteed starting slot. So yes, to answer your question, Semenyo can fit in properly in the absence
Okay.
of Haaland.
Okay. Abel, when it comes to this Man City side, we are going to just hammer on them because somehow they seem to be chasing and sitting behind the Arsenal side. We've seen a player like Nico O'Reilly as well, and we could see his performance yesterday, especially from the star of the match, Semenyo. What do you think about Nico O'Reilly and with the way he has played so far for the Manchester City side? It seems like Abel has left us, so I'm going to leave that question to you, Ero.
What do I think about Nico O'Reilly?
Yes.
Okay, I think personally, I was telling somebody yesterday after the match that you see this blend of young players that we have presently. There's something about them that I like. The few of them. I like when I watch Nico O'Reilly. I like the passion and hunger that I see in them. Football has moved from a point of passion to a point of money. And so many players that you see today, they are more interested in the funds that come out to play football than playing football at the end of the day. But when you watch Nico O'Reilly, you watch a player who has hunger. You want a player who wants to play, who wants to prove a point to the coach, to the fans, and to the team. And then my mother will always say, when you pound yam in a very angry state, when you are angry and you are pounding yam, that is when the yam will even get smoother. So be angry and pounding the yam.
Okay. Okay.
So what I'm trying to say is this hunger that we are seeing from Nico O'Reilly, this passion, Pep Guardiola is constantly feeding on it, and the guy is always delivering. So I see him as a very young process that if he keeps on this momentum, if he gets more opportunities to play, It will be a force to reckon with in the nearest week.
Fantastic. We saw a Fulham side that played a 4-2-3-1, and obviously we cannot talk about Fulham without talking about our own players, the likes of Calvin Bassey and Alex Iwobi as well. How do you think their performance was against a Manchester City side, especially when you see their performance in their last match and with the way they were tackled down in the match against Manchester United? How do you think that they performed so far? And what changes do you think that they could have made? Because I, for one, think that when it came to the formation, that what they should have done is they should have just played a low block and see how they could counter. Because obviously you are playing a Manchester City side. Just find a way to lock it down. Do you share the same opinion?
I would have said yes, I have the same opinion. But I think what was running through the coach's mind was the fact that Fulham this season, they've caused upsets to some major teams. The likes of Manchester United, the likes of Chelsea, and even Arsenal at some point. They've played very beautiful football against these teams that I mentioned. Let's not even mention Liverpool. They dealt with Liverpool this season. So I think going into the game, the coach had that same momentum. Don't forget, he was going up against a Manchester City that has not been 100% this season. So I think the coach felt like, oh, we've done this against Arsenal, we've done this against Manchester United, we've done this against Chelsea. We can do it against Manchester City. More so, they are not so brilliant this season. I think that was the you see that he didn't change his formation. He maintained a 4-2-3-1 formation. But then sadly, he was outclassed by Manchester City players and the tactics of Pep Guardiola. As for our players, I want to say this. I'm not saying it from the point of bias. I sincerely was not expressing so much from Calvin Bassey. The reason is this, not because I felt that Calvin Bassey can only the job. Since the return from the AFCON, he has not had regular minutes. I don't know why. The coach has not been using him regularly. Despite his outing at the AFCON, undoubtedly the best defender at the AFCON. The coach has not had regular minutes. So I was not expecting so much from him going into that game. Now this is a match that comes with so much momentum, so much play, so much pace and
Errol.
So he has not had it all around. Yeah.
Errol, you know, we've spoken about Pep Guardiola, the tactics he employed against a Fulham side, but one name still stands out, which is Marco Silva. We've seen a Fulham side, like you rightly mentioned, that have been fantastic playing these big teams and causing upsets, you know, in the English Premier League. What changes do you think Marco Silva could have made? You know, we've spoken about Calvin Bassey and him not having enough playing time. What changes can he make moving forward, especially when playing the big teams? And come on, you cannot be playing well against the big teams and playing poorly against small teams. What changes could he have made?
Yeah. I think this is the point where I get to support you. I think when you are playing a better team.
Okay, so you normally you don't support me. This is the point where you get to support me.
You are not a fan.
And you are a Chelsea fan. Continue.
Exactly. I think when you are these coaches, some of them, they know the things that are better than them, sincerely, when it comes to playing football. So I think when you are playing against a better team, a team that obviously has better quality players, I think, like you rightly said, you should play defensive, you should play compact. Try to wound them on the counter, try to get them on the loose balls. I don't think you should be playing things like Arsenal, things like Manchester United, yes, the present Manchester United, and you are going all out. You wound yourself. I mean, at some point, because these two, they are always want to be running to score. What they do is simple. They dispossess you all the time, get you to make your players tired, and then they begin to do damage. If you want the game yesterday, you saw the early goal. The early goal destabilized for her.
Yes.
The early goal at Manchester.
And I think we saw the same thing come from the Manchester United side when you saw the last goal from Sesko, when they were just patient with the ball. I think they played without pressure as well. But I guess I'm going to leave you with this. What does this win mean for Manchester City? Because if all things go well, like they say, ceteris paribus in economics, all things being equal, do you think that Arsenal can win their match today? And does that mean well for Manchester City side?
this thing sincerely. Let me not speak as a Chelsea fan. I think Arsenal can win today. The match is going to be difficult, I must tell you, because they are going to play against the Brentford that is sitting, I think, 7th on the table. So it's going to be a very difficult encounter because Brentford also want to win. It's going to be a tight encounter. I think it's even a London derby.
Yes, it is.
So it's going to be a difficult game. And London derbys are always very difficult. So, but then again, there's pressure on Arsenal. If they lose, it will be just 3 points different. If they win, they extend it once again to 6 points. So Mikel Arteta and his men have everything to play for today. I will always tell you, football is a game of who wants it more. And so if Arsenal proves to be the team that wants it more today, then they are sure going to get the win. It's going to be a difficult one because it's a London derby. They are traveling to Brentford to play. They're not playing at the Emirates. So the tie is going to be difficult.
Oh.
I wish Arsenal the best of luck.
Fantastic, fantastic. Coming from you, wishing Arsenal the best of luck, I'm extremely happy because I know Chelsea fans do not wish a lot of people the best of luck. But right now, we're going to be going on a short break. And when we come back, we are going to be delving deep into other matches that we had yesterday at the English Premier League. Aston Villa versus, it was a 1-0 win and late winner. So when we come back, we're going to discuss that. Don't go anywhere because P&B Sports Show, we'll be right back. Welcome back to P&B Sports, where I remain your host, Tom, and we are still on EPL Matters with Errol John, and we'll be diving into the Aston Villa versus Brighton, a late winner for Aston Villa. What does this mean for the team like Aston Villa, Errol? Because this is a team that we are seeing that they are sitting third on the Premier League table. And somehow you have said over time, and I'm going to quote you, we should not be seeing teams like Aston Villa from number 1 to number 5. We should be seeing them below, and we should be seeing the Lions and the Tigers on top, the big teams on top. What do you think about the Aston Villa performance yesterday?
Well, kudos to Aston Villa. Just like you rightly said, I said something the last time I was on this show and I talked about Aston Villa. I said, things like this, when they play their mates in quotes, they tend to have it in a very difficult manner. And then I was vindicated yesterday. Just like the fact that they won. If you watch that man, you will see what I was talking about. Tell them to play Manchester United or tell them to play Liverpool or Chelsea. You see how good they will become suddenly. Yesterday, what we watched was a keenly contested match, sincerely speaking. I would have preferred that game ended in the result. But to answer your question, what does this mean for Aston Villa? If I were to do the Aston Villa, I would pop a champion after that game. You are further taking a good step ahead in securing your top 4 slot. And at the point that we are now in the season, every 1 point matters. Every 1 point matters. Especially when you are playing midweek matches. You understand what I mean? This is the 26th game of the season out of 38 games. That means we have about just 12 or 13 matches to go in the season. And so at this point, every win matters. So that's what yesterday was a one in the books for Aston Villa. Would I have wanted him to win? Hell no. But then they won. That's why I am not Aston Villa. It was a keenly contested game like I said. Brighton controlled possession, but Aston Villa happened to be a more compact and more disciplined team. And at the end of the day, they got a late winner. Congratulations to them. I am not happy they won. I will not lie. I am not happy they won. But then again, it further advances them in the top 4. So kudos. Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. It seems like we have Abel back. Abel, I don't know. It seems like you are in Chad or you are in Benin Republic because your network keeps fluctuating. Please connect to a Starlink or something around you. Abel, we've seen an Unai Emery side. Aston Villa. Stop using Glow, please. We are not doing adverts for Glow here. We are looking at an Aston Villa and a Brighton side. A last-minute 1-0 victory for Aston Villa. What did Unai Emery do right against the Brighton side? And what does this say about them grinding against tight, contested matches moving forward?
Well, that shows you the pedigree of a coach and also a team. That it doesn't matter how you play, but what matters is how you get the results. So whether you play poorly, but the most important to get that 3 points. Whether you play badly, it doesn't matter. So now I think, and it becomes so interesting because why? That second and third position is somehow magical. Emery's team is struggling with Pep Guardiola to beat that second spot, and I could see the competition going bigger and bigger and bigger, which will be very, very interesting in recent weeks to come. But anybody that put their legs off the paid, of course, you know that we're going to go down.
It's going to be catastrophic.
Oh, definitely. But people see, like Henry said, they wanted to the end, they keep believing, they keep pushing. They wanted to end of the game before they did the needful. And of course, 3 points in the bag, so I don't think it's bad.
Okay, talking about 3 points, looking at the English Premier League table at the moment, we have Arsenal on top. We have Manchester City sitting below Arsenal with 53 points. And then we have Aston Villa at 50. Do you think that Aston Villa can create an upset this season?
Yes, I think so. And do you know, the funniest thing is we have Manchester United 45, right? We have Manchester United 45, we have Chelsea 44. And you could see from that 4th position to the 5th or 6th position, you could see that the point difference is not even that much. They will go down to the 2nd position, which I think they are in 50 now, right? Man City is in 50 now, so you will see the difference is not even that much. So
Man City is 53.
Okay, 53. Sorry, 53. You will see the difference is not that much. If somebody just drop for maybe 2 consecutive games and another person win 2 consecutive games, you will see the turn of the table. It will change drastically, and that makes it very, very interesting. And I talked about even the Arsenal points earlier. That makes it very, very interesting when City is coming behind them. But I think yes, they can see pull a surprise there.
Okay. Let's move on to Liverpool Sunderland. Ero, we've seen an slot side that has been extremely inconsistent in their performances, and especially with the way they played their last match. How do you rate the way they played a Sunderland side? You know, especially a Sunderland side that have been having an unbeaten run so far.
I must say this. I'm very disappointed in Sunderland. Very, very disappointed. I do not expect
Wait, hold on. Why are you disappointed in Sunderland side? Is it because they performed poorly? Hold on. Is it because they performed poorly? Or is it because, you know, they are just Liverpool is sitting below Chelsea and you didn't want Liverpool to get the 3 points that they got?
Both teams for sure. The 2 points are valid. The present Liverpool team, if you gather 11 players like Mr. Ebe to play against the present Liverpool, they play without precision. See, you know what I was disappointed? Like you rightly described Sunderland, they have been impressive. Liverpool defeated Arsenal this season, they defeated Chelsea. They are playing good football this season. Even if this second half of the season has not been 100% for them. But why are you playing against that? You are sitting completely. They played that much like they just came here to show themselves. They were sitting so deep. As a matter of fact, that was why it was even difficult for Liverpool to get the breakthrough early enough in the game. They sat too deep. I mean, they could have done better. That's all I'm trying to point out. They could have come out. They could have put Liverpool and crucify Liverpool for this. I don't like the fact that Liverpool is following me closely. It is a bad idea. So Liverpool has been excellent this season. I expected better from Sunderland.
Okay, fantastic. You know, when Chelsea fans are talking about Liverpool, they always talk as if they're having high blood pressure. But let's move on to Arsenal. Mr. Abel, Arsenal will be playing Brentford today by 9 p.m. Nigerian time. What do you think? Do you think that an Arsenal can win a Brentford in 1 minute? And what's the scoreline prediction for you?
Do I think Arsenal can win a Brentford side? Yes, it's possible. But again, is this Arsenal side is under intense pressure to deliver? That's another one. And when you're under intense pressure, you know what comes out of it. You don't think, well, we are under pressure, so you are not really 100%. But I think, yes, they have all what it takes to beat Brentford. But this is football. Come on. 90 minutes to decide where it will go. But if you ask of my prediction, I'll say Arsenal 2-1.
Okay, fantastic. Ero, what about you? What do you think? What's the prediction? You've already told us that you expect today's match to be a difficult one for Arsenal, but you expect them to get the win. What's your prediction?
2-2 draw.
2-2 draw. Chelsea fans, you people are terrible. Okay. Well, we've spoken about the Man City victory 3-0 and the performance from Semenyo. We've spoken about Liverpool's victory and Aston Villa's late breakthrough. Well, thank you, gentlemen. Abel Sunday and Ero John, our own brother from Edo State, Benin City. Thank you so much, gentlemen.
Thank you very much for having me. Mr. Abel, you can go back to sit on your blue lights.
Fantastic, fantastic. Mr. Abel, you are going to explain that blue light immediately after the show. Fantastic. Well, and Eyimba fan said he's in Stamford Bridge. Well, we've come to the end of P&B Sports Show. Follow us on all our social media platforms for in-depth sports analysis at YouTube at Politics&BusinessTV.English, Facebook at Politics&BusinessTV.English, Instagram at PNBTV_English, and on X, formerly Twitter, at PNBTV_ENG. From myself and our entire team here in Abuja and PNB TV, it's bye for now.